Today I just want to show you how you should analyze your market and make trading simple, right? I know you've been hearing me saying that the first thing you need to do is always identify your key levels and see how price is reacting around those key levels. So I just want to show you what I mean by that. So real quick, I'm just going to start, for instance, with gold trade, because I believe most people do like trading gold. So first things first, let's just identify the previous last two swing low and try to make our trend from that, right? I'm talking about swing low because right now we see gold has been trending. That is, she has been on an uptrend, right? So if you identify the last two swing low, for instance, this is based on the daily time frame, maybe bring in your trend line from here and have it passing through that level. So we have our first touch, second touch. So there's that possibility basically that gold might try to pull back to go back to this level. So the next thing that we should be doing basically is identify key levels that gold might try to go back and retest, and wait and see how price is going to react around those key levels, right? Because at the moment we see what price is doing around that level, we will know what, or at least we will be anticipating the next price movement. So basically we have to mark out this level right here. Remember, this is still based off the daily time frame, right? So the reason I'm marking out this level right here, we understand that that's like probably up order block level, right? Because that is where we had an impulse. That is where we had buyers coming in before maybe gold going all the way up, right? So there's that possibility that this money right there. So probably sellers might try to go back to grab liquidity. Who knows? For those who trade SMC, grab liquidity around there. Then that is when maybe gold will continue with its upward movement. So at the same time, when we mark out this level right here, real quick, let's just bring it that too. That should also act as a flip zone. But then to me, I never like taking trades around this level because it's never safe, right? Because I realize sometimes the market might trick you that she's going up, then now goes back, take you out, and that's when you see the market going back to the liquidity zone or order block zone, and then you see maybe price going to anticipate direction. So anyway, let's just go to the H4 real quick and see what price is doing. So right now, yes, we've marked out our key level. So I think we should I like calling this as an impulse zone instead of calling it as an order block. Let me just call it as an impulse phase right here, because sometimes price might not drop all the way to this level, right? Or we might see price doing this, playing around, then goes back just to retest the trend line before we going up, right? Then you see price not going back to retest that order block, right? So that's it. So right now, like we said, we've identified our key level. The next thing is just wait patiently and understand the price movement. I keep saying you only need to understand, right? Forex markets, just understanding price movement. So real quick, let's just adjust our joint right here, make it look more handsome and more clean. So if you like, we can maybe label this as one. Let's just label this real quick as one, have it one, and this as two. So probably we just need to anticipate that the market might be going back to give us our theta, right? So this is still based off the H4. Real quick, let's go to the H1 and interpret the market more. So what are we interpreting right now? Right now we're just trying to understand the approach that that pullback is happening, right? The approach that the market, or the approach that gold is basically giving us right now. So I think we should just adjust these two. Let's not make it all the way up. Let's just have it right there. So yeah, we've seen that our trend line is making sense. 1, 2. So we anticipate the third touch now of the third touch. So right now, let's just concentrate on the current market movement. We have this right there, right? So real quick, if we just try to zoom in right here, let's try to maybe add more trend. Remember, anything goes as long as it makes sense. We go for it, right? So probably let's just try to maybe have this 1, 2. Maybe have it maybe let's just try to see if we can extend it right there. Correct. How about we go to the 15 minutes time frame real quick and maybe try to adjust our trend. So make sure you have your trend line starting from the week. I don't recommend having your trend line passing through the body. Just have it passing through the week, and probably just try to clone it. You understand? Clone this joint. That is the resistance trend line that you had. Try to clone it and maybe try to drag it below, something like this. And that's it, as long as it makes sense, right? So sometimes, these are just anticipation. Sometimes the market might not respect our trend. The market might just do this. Let's just say maybe break out of our trailer, then we just let it go. For me, I'll let it go. I won't take that trade. Like I said before, I like taking my entry off the trend line, off the support or resistance, right? So for me, I'm not seeing a good, yes, we have this level as a flip zone, might act as a support. That was a resistance, now it turned to a support. Yes, we have that level. So mostly we might see maybe the market hitting this level, then reversing to go, no problem. But for me, I think I just let it go, because my rules state that I just need to wait for the market to hit this trend line of mine to make it the third, which is always more safer for me to go in for my longs or for me to look for swings, right? So yeah, like I was saying before, if I see maybe the market breaking out of this trend line and taking out and doing away with my anticipation, no problem. I just let the market do its thing, let it go, because sometimes the market might trick you that, oh, she's broken and she's going up, then you just realize, then she start creating a new trend, boom, then that is when we see price going all the way up. So basically, let me just remove this. Basically, all we see right now is gold is cruising on this channel right here, right? So I won't do a thing, because right now this is just a pullback. I won't trade a pullback, right? So all I just need to do is just wait for the market to do its thing. Probably my anticipation is let the market continue dropping, let gold continue dropping. Then once she hits this level, that is when we should be looking for my long-term buys on gold. Probably then look for all the way up, targeting the previous high. I believe she might be maybe trying to go back to, take out this high, so that we might continue with our long-term buy. At the same time, let's just take it to the H4. Sometimes the market won't respect trend line, so you should know that sometimes the market won't respect the trend line. What do I mean? The market might just continue dropping, comes back, breaks the trend line, who knows, then you see price going back, then she might even try to respect this level. In essence, if you look to the left, we still have this level right here, right? So those are just two-way thing. So remember, just understand how price is approaching those key levels. Once we see gold maybe hitting this level right here, we need to see the pattern that gold is printing. What do I mean? So let me just show you. Let's just have this level as our impulse phase right here, and then we see maybe gold respecting one special. Once we see gold doing this, blah blah blah, then now once she hits this level, if we have an impulse phase, then probably the market start giving us a correction, then that means we are now ready to maybe take the market all the way up. So that is one way, right? So these are the things we should be looking out. If we see this kind of a sign, then that tells us that bulls are in control. But then if you see, let's just have this right here, if we see maybe gold continues to drop, something like this, then once she hits our anticipated level, our anticipated key level, then instead of giving us an impulse, we see gold starts to play out in this manner. Then this just tells us that she's trying to accumulate just to break out of this level right here and continue dropping. So that is why I say understand how price approaching a key level. Identify your key level and see what the market is going to do around that level. So I hope that sinks in, guys. So if you know that you don't have enough funds or enough capital to your trading, you just need to check out Forex, guys. Link in the description box below. Because why? Forex is one of the best platform basically, and right now I think they're introducing futures. So those who thought that they stopped trading Forex market and ventured into futures, so this is the right time to check out Forex, because they're offering futures, right? So I think you might get at as low as $32, I believe. So can give you a 5k account, which I believe most of you can really afford. So check out Forex, link in the description box below. And also, guys, if you want to check out my Telegram, link is also in the description box. And don't get scammed, amigos. So adios, amigos, peace.